Hey, welcome back to another YouTube video. So this video is all about fishing under your feet, literally fishing a top kit. So the last video I did, I was fishing a short pole out in front of me, top kit plus one section. This video is actually on the back end of that. Just at the end of the session, I decided I was going to just try fishing down under my feet, and I thought, at the same time, I'll set the camera going and see if I can get a video to show you guys how simple this is. And what we're doing here, it's dead simple. Just literally fishing the top kit of my pole, and I'm fishing at 18 inches deep, no more than 12 inches from the bank, throwing in some 8mm pellets and fishing an 8mm pellet. So it was very similar to the last video I did, but this is literally a bit closer. And like I say, what I class as directly under my feet is where sometimes the carp come in. So let's get to it. I'm going to show you what to do. I'm just fishing there right now, as you can see, and I've just got the floats just showing underneath that sort of overhanging grass. I did leave in some grass there just to keep it a bit more natural, so you could potentially, before a match or before a pleasure fishing session, get in there and just move that grass out the way if that's where you want to fish. And if I was in a match, I probably would have done that right at the beginning, but I just decided to leave it there because it just gives that natural protection if the carp come in. And there you see, just throwing some pellets in, 3 or 4 pellets again, just around where my float is, and then we're going to wait and see how long it takes to catch our first fish. So I've only just literally started fishing this, probably about 5 minutes before the recording started, so hopefully it won't take as long and we'll be catching our first carp. While you're just waiting, guys, for me to catch that first one, if you haven't already, please, if you subscribe to my channel, it really helps the channel out in a really big way. Without subscribing to it, the channel just can't survive. All you got to do is press that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything to watch the videos, and it certainly doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. All you need to do is click the button. So if you don't mind, guys, if you haven't already, either at the end of this video or right now, just pause the video, hit the subscribe button and continue watching. Thank you. So in terms of the rig, again, it's really simple. I don't go for anything overcomplicated. You know that by now if you've been watching my videos, and I'm still catching plenty of fish, plenty of carp all the time. So the main line, again, I just use my trusted 0.19 mil diameter main line, which is what, roughly 7.5 pound thereabouts. And again, the float there, I think this was just a small margin float. It was a 4x12 and it had a small bulk of shot down just above the hook length. Hook length, again, it's a 0.16 diameter hook length, and I've just got a size 16 hook on and a band and a pellet on the band. So again, really simple. As you can see, I'm just resting that pole there, the top kit, just on the bank, keeping it out of the way, away from the heads of those carp as and when they do come in, so it won't spook them. So as soon as you get a bite, all you're doing is simply lifting your top kit off the bank and you're into your first fish. So let's see how long this is going to take. Just putting it back in again. So I don't think this is going to take us much longer. Like I say, just throwing in some 8mm pellets over the top, and it shouldn't be too long, and hopefully we're going to get our first carp. There we go. Got a bite. I'm going to put some sections on, and that didn't take long. So while I'm playing that fish, I'm going to throw some more pellets in. And see if we can get this one in. And this came right under my feet, literally fishing no more than 12 inches away from the bank and fishing at about 18 inches deep.
Let's see if we can get this one netted. So like I say, don't think that the carp aren't there, because they are. They're used to people dropping in bait, and they're used to coming in. You don't think they're actually there, but I mean 18 inches, I couldn't see that, and it come in and it took it before I even knew it. In fact, I was looking away, and if I wasn't holding onto my top kit, it'd have gone in. But clearly we're always holding onto our top kits. But the point here is that don't underestimate where the carp are going to be. You could be fishing at 3 feet. That might be just too deep, and they want to come in at a much shallower depth. So this one's putting up a good fight. It's a big fish. I say a big fish. It's going to be around probably 5-6 pounds. Good size. So I'm just going to throw some more pellets down there. And we're going to see, get this one netted. Certainly doesn't want to get his head up yet. It's a good fish. Like I say, we're fishing 18 inches deep, literally under our feet, just on the right. I thought this was probably about 5-6 pounds, but it could be onto an even bigger fish. So I did only put my 13 to 15 elastic on, mainly because there's no snags down here. But it probably could have gone with something a bit heavier. But we need to tire this one out. Okay, so another 8mm pellet. Unhook. 4 pellets, throw them in. Just bring the rig over the top. Just let that pellet on the hook just fall through the water. You never know, you might even get one on the drop as it goes down. Sometimes the carp there, they were sitting there watching it. And then I'm just going to rest my pole on the side of the bank out of the way. So yes, I mean, this is definitely a line you shouldn't ignore. Really, really simple technique. Doesn't have to, your rig doesn't have to be anything fancy, as long as you can anchor that rig hook on the bottom, and so the line isn't wafting around, the hook's not wafting around. You don't want to get those too many fish in the swim and then you start fouling, hooking them because your hook's moving around too much. So you do want to make sure you anchor it on the bottom. But this, like I say, this is one not to be underestimated. Ooh, that was a processing bite. Missed that. So as I was saying, don't underestimate this one, don't forget about it. So had a carp in the swim, just try and draw one at a time. So 3 more pellets over the top of that float. So as I was saying, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, a lot of anglers, where fishery allows it, they throw their bait in, and where they're throwing it, well, they're throwing it down here in the margins or just down in front of them. So the carp are going to come in and you're going to get some big carp in these margins. So never forget about it. Don't just think I must fish out at, I don't know, 10 meters, 13 meters. Fish close, fish in the margins. And I'm sure you'll also catch a few carp. There we go, fish on. There we go. Let's see if we can net this one. Certainly gave me the run around this one. There we go. Another quality carp. I'll tell you what, these fish barely go in my net. Take the hook out. Absolutely another cracking fish, easily 10 pounds fishing down there in the margin. Okay, so let's just lay that rig in. There we go, fish on. So that didn't take long. Just going to put another section on. It's just trying to run out. I don't want to get caught out with this one. Only fishing a top kit, don't forget. So I just want to make sure I quickly get on a section and hold that down. Bring this kit. These carp, it can be quite big in the margin, and this one doesn't feel particularly big, but neither did that last one. It was a good fish. This one was probably only, it's probably only 4 or 5 pounds, but happy with this. There we go. In fact, I think it's bigger than that. Probably closer. Yeah, £5 I'd say. So let's see if we can unhook this one. It's actually hooked perfectly in that top lip. There we go. Another stunning margin carp right under your feet. As I say, can't get any easier than that. Well, there you go, guys. That's another very quick video today showing you how to fish a margin swim. Dead simple. Don't forget, the carp come down here and they swim into that margin 12 inches from the bank. What do we all do at the end of the session? We throw our bait in, and guess what comes and mops it all up? The carp. So don't forget, that's where they are. Not always, but more often than not, you will catch them down there in that margin, right under your feet. So guys, if you've liked this video, please just subscribe to my channel. It's really help. The channel can only survive if you subscribe. The videos are free and subscribing is also free. So just press the button and that'd be a massive help. Also, if not already, give the video a like and also leave a comment, anything positive, negative. Just tell me whether you've enjoyed this video or what you would like to see next time. So until then, see you soon, tight lines.